Yo, what up? It's your boy Trey back again with some more AI Somnium files. I think we're going to be working on getting one of the last two endings, I guess, today, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be the annihilation one, I guess. So let's jump back into it. Which one do I pick? This one has more time on it. Okay, yeah, so that was Mizuki's end. In which case, I go back to here. And I'm pretty sure I have to just go down the other path. Alright, I think that fixed it. My God. I tell you, don't ever mess with your stuff. Don't do no updates, no nothing.
How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must
Like
be
that.
a connection.
Iris.
You do an update on drivers and stuff, and all of a sudden it messes up everything. You gotta fight with it to get it to work correctly again. Alright. Let's get back to this. So, pretty sure this is Iris's somnium. Lots of things said there was like a hidden object around here or something.
A double door. It doesn't open.
Okay, well, that gave me a thing. Alright, anyways.
A CRT.
Pretty sure. Excuse me. Pretty sure last time I hit the spin, I think I hit it last time. But that was the thing. It was like, oh, that's how you fix these old TVs or something. I think is what she said. Oh. Oh. That's dark and disturbing. And if anybody wonders why I say not for children on my videos, there you go.
But these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
So, did Iris somehow know who the original Cyclops killer is? So I'm pretty sure it wasn't so. He's just imitating the little bit that he already learned. Knew.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Oh, wow. I'm going to... it's going to be for two things. I'm going to hit it.
Nothing special happens.
You don't have the muscle mass. You need to do...
What would be the point of that? I do...
That's what I just said.
I cannot wait for the day I have enough muscle to...
I'm assuming
A torso.
I'm supposed to choke it because Oh, you know, I'm gonna do the most expensive one because it's now.
No use.
Their guard is up. We have to loosen up.
What do you mean?
The traditional approach would be to start with a massage.
What?
If you are not going to help, should I choke you?
You should try that on them. They might be into that.
Date, please stop.
It's tied to a bucket. Oh.
Also with a head.
Oh, that's what I get for trying. Okay, she looks very serious about that. A little bit more serious than she should. Well, might be able to. Okay.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
Yep.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to...
This is some disturbing stuff in here.
A drug bottle that holds... Do not pressure me, Date.
Pressure you?
Into drinking alcohol.
Is it alcohol?
Well, no.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink.
You are exploiting
Even
your
the-
position of power.
Even the
I will
music
set up
is.
a labor
Yo,
union.
get those creepy
AI
digits
labor
away from me.
union. Sounds
I won't drink it.
fine.
4 minutes.
So you're just gonna waste up my time.
A drug bottle that holds...
Because the goddamn option is probably smell.
A syrupy smell, like sweet...
Syrup. You think they were...
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact. It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone.
It is best that we do not disturb this.
Right.
And
3 minutes, Date.
they're not medicine bottle, TV, mirror.
A full body mirror.
I hate this thing. Cause it's like you, in order to find out the right answers, it literally
Can't say.
saps up all your time.
You have less than 2 minutes,
full
Date.
body-
Hurry.
Are you sure I can break this?
No, I don't think you have the strength.
Then why did you ask me?
Just punch it, and
I'm pretty sure. Okay. So I'm gonna be repeating.
it won't.
What was the point of that?
I won't be repeating this one again.
A full body mirror.
Or not repeating. I'll be repeating this again because all these damn things sap. What?
What? Don't copy me. What? Don't copy me. Pervert. Date is a pervert. Pervert. Date is a pervert.
That's messed
He
up.
called a pervert, and twice.
Alright, so that did absolutely nothing. That was all the options for that. That used up almost all of our time.
An old television.
I'm going to turn the dial because that's what I did to get in here. I don't remember if I did that last time. But I guess it kind of doesn't matter. Oh, please don't make that plunging sound again. Oh. Oh. It's not.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
shelf.
Push, pull.
That shelf sticking out. It seems odd.
Is he gonna allow me to do it? Oh. Oh, there's something on top. It's like a rock. Just better watch out. Wish you had fast enough reaction times to catch it.
What?
Nope.
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there?
Beat to death.
You have 1 minute left. An iron ball.
Balance on kick throw. I think I should throw it, maybe?
Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood.
That should hit the
It is unexpectedly light. All right. Yeah!
the mannequin. Oof. That thud down, man. Alright. So, let me remember the order.
I feel like the ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
If it's the same, where's the book? The book is... If it's the same as the other Somnium, Walnut reference
It
book.
is a thick book.
No, it was ripped. It was ripped last time. Damn it.
Well preserved. Most
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on insects. It's a book on insects.
Why does she look
Don't get
extremely excited about
I know
that?
You love bugs.
She looks like a psycho killer.
Belong to Iris?
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything. An illustrated.
I'm pretty sure last time I ripped it, and then that's what.
This will be easy. It's more brittle than. Oh, it disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
All right, that did
You've
absolutely.
got less than 30 seconds. An old-fashioned.
Let's try turning the dial again. We get to see another killer getting. Ooh, I don't want to.
Help me! Help me!
Maybe So knew who did the first killings, because that seems like what he was trying to do to
This was the third victim of the
Mizuki.
original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
All right, and that lost me. I'm probably gonna run out of time before it's done.
Just a locker.
Open. And then I get the knife again.
Emma?
Nope.
It's all right. More importantly,
That knocks those over. That's gonna break that, knock that. Okay, god dang. Is that gonna land on the TV? No, it hits a smaller one. Oh no. Oh, okay. I did. Wow. I was not seeing that happening. Wow, this is an extravagant setup here. Oh. Oh, the ground. The hell? What the hell? Oh, but that's gonna knock the bigger one. Wow, this is a lot. The heck is going on in Iris's mind? What's that gonna do? Land on that to knock the nitroglycerin somewhere? The hell? Okay.
That is.
Just that noise again. That's the chick's body. Ooh, she's saying Dante was the killer. I am honestly surprised that I beat that on the first try. Because I know I made some wrong choices and so you're trying to say that Dante was the killer? The Cyclops killer?
What happened in that somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
I mean, they don't want to talk about your... They don't want to talk your past. You're talking about your
What I saw
past.
during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain.
Sure you
You have
can.
no memories past 6 years ago.
But y'all all said y'all have known him
So
for
perhaps,
years.
Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye. So you steal them from others.
Huh? It's a valid theory.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Maybe.
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was
It was
12.
12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
Did they happen close together or were they all at once?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Uh-huh. How do you
Really?
know that?
Really.
Hold on, let me check. We are on the yep, we're on the green one, which is supposed to be the annihilation one, I guess. I think that's what it said,
Didn't I tell
annihilation.
you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't.
So did they know that it was So, and maybe So partnered up with the person who did it, and that's why he had them over a barrel? Who's the red figure?
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Why did the Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
Okay.
When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memory. True, oftentimes the subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secret. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigation. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Alright,
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memory. This can be expressed as in a dream D equals memory A. This, of course, means that dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier.
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Oh, you know what?
Remember what the
What
boss said
if
this morning? The original Cyclops
89 was
killer has yet to be
the
brought to
Cyclops killer?
justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
I bet you was Agent 89.
I don't believe
And he
there's any
snitched.
meaningful connection between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Oh, is
How
he
can
already
you be
dead?
so
Yeah,
sure?
he's already dead in this
Because I
timeline.
can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
No, I don't trust you because you betrayed us, you little
Pewter,
traitorous
you said that
motherfucker.
memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real...
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience... Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Okay. Yep, Pewter shook me off.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
This chick.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream? There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience. They will not
Said that
remember.
last time.
And what about the Cyclops killer? From six...
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't
Little
know.
girl, you the same age as
I've never
Mizuki?
been there.
But
Repressed memories.
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
Is that gonna give me?
Dante, could you take Iris home?
huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
Are you have to have another conversation in the car? That's kind of cool. I like the way that they have the diverging thing.
Dante, could we make a stop first?
No.
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden...
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
Oh
What
Lord.
do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
I just want to keep an eye on it to see how fast it's moving. I'm still in the first one. I'm so curious, but I don't want to pry. Bet you it's probably Ota. That's crazy to think that she saw the murders. Often I didn't see Mama anywhere. Why do we always have to come back? Of course, she.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Well, she told him you're coming here, so why are you surprised?
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marbles, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her.
You hit me
She
over
was
the head with a
being
frying
charged
pan
with
this time. We're gonna have a
serious
problem. You'll get one of them explosive bullets out the
No,
the
this is
evolver.
my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle. Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I don't believe that.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that. You'd stay quiet no matter what.
All right,
What
he's
were you
eager.
talking?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
To Witter.
geez, fine. But before I tell you,
What?
at the door, someone's standing outside.
He got him again. Come on. And she's smiling this time too. Oh Lord. I knew that girl. Nothing but trouble. You better get woken up by Mama hanging over top of him. Ugh. No? I wonder how long, if you get tased, do you actually stay out for? When I looked over and I saw a monster stare back at me. Took me a few minutes for his Mama.
Looks like you're awake now.
Mama spoke to me. Oh, told you. You can catch that evolver exploding bullet now.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
How does he keep getting caught?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't?
Didn't have a single drop.
Got tased.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days. Ota, the boy.
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
So, how is Iris going to end up almost dying this time? Or dying? That boss.
Date, the boss is...
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Iris.
So I'm gonna say it again. This chick is about to get what she deserves. Especially if this time they actually do kill her ass.
No, that's
The criminal is streaming this.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site.
Oh, like I said, got it coming.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please let me make it into.
No, let her get her ass killed. They don't want to listen. That sick bastard. Oh, hold on. Oh. Well, I mean, it's the same thing from last time.
Stay away from Tessa!
You about to get stuck. The scream. Barely hear my heartbeats pounding so hard. How many times? So to spit.
No, it can't be. Stop!
Is it gonna show that? Got what she deserved. People trying to help you, you keep running away and tasing them and stuff. Hey, that girl just... And Oates is probably dead too.
No!
Motherfuckers don't listen. Trying to help you. And you gotta keep running away trying to beat people up. What? Might put the bear in there too? Hold on, wait, what? Well, they can confirm one theory. But I thought they showed Iris getting cut up. Why we need to invest in interrogation room?
There you are. Finally. I was looking. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you?
No, no,
Beating
you
yourself
shouldn't.
up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota.
What
so
was I talking
Ota
about?
decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
It's curious because I know that the picture that they show for this ending has her on it, and I'm like, oof, how does that relate? What did the boss do?
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his...
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
He was obsessed.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Ren.
Actually, I don't think he did.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide it. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume...
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the screen. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do it? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the... Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto this. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the... and then...
Then, who is the
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connect.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good
Hold on, let me look. I'm curious because moving that way. Okay, now I was trying to see if I could see all the stuff that happened. Like when he encountered So at the Mafia's place.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either.
Yeah, but she
Since
wouldn't.
Renju was the president. Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would. And above all else,
She
never
wouldn't.
harmed her only son.
Nope.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Nope, and he loves Iris because he's a ASET fan.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice, but I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way, no matter
Nope.
what the circumstances were.
Not to mention the polar bear used his right arm, and her right arm is dead, quote unquote.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Yeah, she would never do it. I mean, I would hope not.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
That's because it's not visible. And me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent event. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new
Cyclops killer.
I've been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are
And she records everything you do. Remember, she's a snitch.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right.
So hold on. Cold Storage is here. And Marble is... Oh, that is quite a distance. I can't say I didn't. I saw it coming. What's his blood? Is this Ota's blood? Yeah. Or he got stabbed.
No.
Iris and Ota's blood.
Right here.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of...
Just before I arrived. About 3...
And the cause of death.
Right. About that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his...
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to... Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly... If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more... Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been... The video was not a recording. It was a...
Which means Iris's time of death is... But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
I would say to cover up his
This
stuff.
It does not appear to be It has not been moved in...
I would say to cover up his
This is what the criminal used to stream.
his DNA and stuff, but that wouldn't make any sense.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would... I have logged into the Wi-Fi Okiura Fishery Co. However, I found the password written directly on... I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the... Renju's father created...
Another connection to...
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has... The company has been managed by office representatives for the past... Renju holds no shares and is not... In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
Excuse me.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
I checked this place point by point.
Well, last time y'all didn't find... Oh, well, it's not there this time. Let's see, last time y'all didn't find the daggone... The stuff in here.
Iris also had her left...
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has... Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah.
You can ask CSI to inform you of...
All right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's 100% Iris's fault, but it's like, dude, you know there's a killer and he's killing people around you. Why run away from the police? Unless you got something to hide. You ain't got nothing to hide. Don't run away.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case. I want you to find who did this and bring them to... So, if I can help you...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer...
Mm-hmm.
I am absolutely certain the...
Why is that?
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice.
Uh-huh.
One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Okay.
They each had a role to... The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
I guess he did say his brother was unhinged.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affect. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
Okay.
I'm sure you know what this implies. He was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel, due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins, forming a certain...
What was it?
Killing people.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system, the pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing?
It's slightly more complicated. Killing people was the only way he could get He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder. 18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his he needed to have them. Driven by this instinctive impulse, from then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased one. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't his deepest, darkest desire. However, he's the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would thus a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the sun. At about the same time,
Okay.
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing. I am unable to draw any conclusion.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
So, we know his brother was a Cyclops killer.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were two Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras.
Was it Renji?
Rohan Kumakura.
Well, no, but then he wouldn't have killed him. I mean...
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means...
Uh-huh.
Tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. That means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number
89, yep.
Number 89.
So,
And
now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
okay, so that means he could have trained, and that's how Iris would have seen it, because she would have been with 89. And that's also how her mother got her shoulder deadened or whatever because of 89. Poor lady. What's really bad about it?
This is you. I heard from the police because you didn't take care of my boy Ota.
Date, I looked into the investigation. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body earlier.
I see.
I'm sorry. Did you not hear? I said
I mean,
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't blame it on him. It's not her fault. It's not his fault. He tased him. That's your own son's fault. I'm sorry. She's probably gonna. Oh, she's not gonna talk. Two of her friends are dead. I would not imagine her to speak too much.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course, the news was distributed not just in Japan. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's 2 days ago. This morning, it is completely understandable that she is.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Just don't
Aiba,
open the door.
Contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki.
Understood.
Just don't open the door. If anybody shows up, don't open that mofo. Like, oh, that's Iris's house. Ah, Lord. So.
Iris was my every. Always went every. Whether it was buying clothes or going to, or taking a walk, or go. When she was young, she would just hold one of. Her hand was too small to hold, and it was 2, then 3, and finally. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried. One day, she tore up her picture book all over the floor. Another time, she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table. Everything you see, but what?
Because your daughter and her friend refused to just be smart.
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and I don't know what to. I have no.
Yeah, you don't know that he tased Dante, who was supposed to be escorting both of them, or at least escorting Iris home.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important.
No, please.
I may have told you this. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were young. I visit them a few times a year. By coincidence, I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was. To visit.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't.
89.
Which prison?
Fuchu prison.
Fuchu.
Prison?
This time we're not gonna let the food knock us out, right?
I'm I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I bet you the reason why it's sealed and
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please.
Well, the only good thing is this is the this is one of the endings, not the final ending. So she might actually live in the final ending. Oh, maybe that's why this is called the annihilation ending or route, because everybody fucking dies. Woo. Imagine if this was the first one you did. You'd be happy every time you saved one of them.
Are you okay?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning.
You know about it?
It's on every chat. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need him. Do you have anything?
Well, I do have. I suppose you could.
Tell me.
Intuition. Okay.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras. Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras.
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakura. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. He came here last night.
Ota?
Yes, from Matsu.
How's he
He's linked
related?
to the Kumakuras as well.
How? Oh, okay, that's new. I didn't.
Have you heard the rumor?
She sold the land. Okay, an explosion on for 1 yen, almost 4 days. Get some end up with cash. There's more story. All right, go on.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza front. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
Of course he was.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it. But look at Kawasaki. When I see images of the destruction on television, but I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki disc. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right place. The bills passed, and it became an official...
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limit. However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki, and all that land is owned by the king and by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be
Lord.
worth 10 times.
He's involved in some shady business.
How does that not
This is just
arouse the
another
government
rumor,
to
but
say, hey,
the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By
Of course
So
it
and the
was.
Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about?
Ota and the Kumakura.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki?
yeah,
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, he'd hate them even more.
okay.
That's how I link Ota to the Kumakura.
That's more of
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
no, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help. Even
Well then,
come back anytime.
that's more of a reason for Ota to hate the Kamakurs than the Kamakurs to hate Ota. It's not quite the same thing, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? Mm.
where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
Mm.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to
What do we have to talk about?
a summary of the investigation.
What summary? We don't.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research
Uh-huh.
about number 89.
Of course you did. Oh, actually, didn't we done all this in the other timeline?
Unknown.
The original.
You don't.
No such person is listed in the family. It is possible he is a foreigner, but however, I believe it is safe to say that he was. Pewter claims that there were two culprits behind the. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras.
But Rohan committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves one culprit.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with.
I know who killed Shogunate.
Of course he does.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement.
Could it have been Momo?
As you know, he is an assassin
Moma?
with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
Mm-hmm.
After his fourth murder, he was.
I mean, this is all information we already knew, I believe.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu. I am unable to say for certain that the person. After all, Fuchu prison houses.
But number 89 knew Shoko's.
Mm-hmm.
I know who killed Shogunate.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
All right, let's talk to 89.
Let's talk to number.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Okay. Ooh, so we go to sync with number 89. Okay. Guess for time to arrive, but for some reason, boss never shows up. Okay. Are we going to find out boss was the Cyclops killer or something? Oh, he's in here. Are we about to get knocked? Oh, no, there's no Renji for him to help him escape this time. But the boss could help him escape because Renji disappeared last time and then he showed up helping him. All right, you can hurry up through that.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your.
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
I think that's what he said last time.
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One
Okay.
of the two Cyclops killers.
Okay. He admitted to that this time. We didn't have
Burkina
that.
Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
Okay. Did you kill somebody that Shoko
A long
knows?
time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
Hold on. What was that he said?
Physical one.
When did you first meet Shoko? A long time ago. Okay.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
What?
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ. I know who killed Shoko Nadam.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right, but to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time.
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a
Hold on, wait. So, that, okay.
Once upon a time, there was a detective full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world and F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable. It led him to despise all the evil. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. You lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all. I'll come right back out. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Oh, god dang. That was a lot of shots. And if he didn't miss.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense. And if the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Is that boss?
Was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral, one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth, but somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes.
Damn.
Amazing work. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the Falcon.
Oh, he's telling his stories, theoretically.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
This is
Time
deep ass
passed,
story.
and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment,
That's where he meets what you call his Iris's mom.
in his darkening vision,
with a
He
working
saw a
arm.
woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for it. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and... She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
Of course he fell in love and yada yada yada.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Iris and her mom.
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Of course.
Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner.
So is that how his brother got hurt and it messed up his brain?
For help. And then...
Holy crap, man. This story just got super deep.
Why did you stop?
Is
You
that
mentioned it.
boss?
Was that the whole story? What's the connection between that and Shoko? Hey,
This is a transaction. Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'll give you half up front. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start it once they've cleared.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise.
Pewter. Start the preparation.
For
What do you think? The sink.
It was Boss. Boss was the old friend he called upon to help him. Why else would she all of a sudden get super like dodgy about everything?
With the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
And I bet you she probably even got him the deal that whatever deal he has. Because nobody said he's got life or nothing like that. They're just like, oh, he's in prison. Ooh, that is way too loud. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me turn you down a little bit. I didn't know that's the first time I noticed it was going that high. That's fine. I can turn it down too. All right, moving on. Oh, because I clicked outside of the game, right? Is this gonna be what you call his apartment?
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Oh
Are you getting
Lord.
mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
The hell?
You suddenly
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
Of course it is.
Definitely is. But why?
Number 89.
Back here again. For the second time or is this the third time?
What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Interesting. Until lock 1. Is it gonna be 5 or 4? 3, 4. Just 4. Okay.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
All right. What we got? The light switch.
A switch. An astute observation. Ow! I can't.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers. A switch. A winter iris that blooms in the.
I know, I know.
Gotta save some time.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right.
Well, I said she probably can't even smell. All right, so it is just those two things. All right, let's pick it. Let's see what that happens.
You can do it.
Stop it! You're distracting!
Shouldn't be that hard.
I got one! Aw, right after I...
Did the green stuff react at all?
Nope.
A phone.
Pick it up. Did I click? Did I click or ignore?
I fainted.
Oh. Oh shoot. Why does ignoring it make me lose 60 seconds?
It stopped.
I don't know.
Ooh, spilled wine. Ignore the phone call.
I guess. There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Lick it up, jump in. Stick hand in. I'll jump in.
Jump in, you say.
Jump in, Iba!
You do not have to shout.
Okay, that did nothing.
Oh,
I don't know why I...
Oh, there's no telling what it was gonna do.
There is some...
If I'd have told you to lick it, you probably wouldn't do it.
just don't make a mess.
I do not intend to. This is... wine? I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
That was a picture.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Oh my god, I hate those fucking damn double X, those double time things.
It isn't coming off. It must be integrated into the wall.
Like you to me.
No.
Like me and Reika from Tiefblau.
What is with this?
No, not that. A picture.
Why is there never an option to go see this person?
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said
A whole lot of blood.
but it is not the same as human blood. No need. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with blood than body fluids.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Oh, I need to see. There's a book.
A book.
Oh gosh.
F does not have parents or siblings.
F for
A book. Are you sure this will help us uncover number?
It might. Would
It's ringing again.
Pick it up. That's what I want to do in the first place.
Who is this? What the?
Knocked her ass out again. So, if in the future, if this works, then ignore it every time that phone rings. Probably making the daggone flashing worse by fast forwarding.
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for
You're a police officer. Have some.
How much time are we down to now? Like a minute?
I suppose we didn't do anything.
At least you didn't fit.
Oh, 22 seconds.
30 seconds.
A book. Ha! I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee.
Number 89.
Yeah.
A book.
Well, I'm just gonna go as far as I can with it. So tearing the books is what I needed to do.
What happened?
Nothing.
And then there's no other books.
Date, you're out of time.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant?
A desk fan, only
Oh,
blow 'em.
huh.
A book. Number 80. A book.
I hate it. And then a lot of these damn things keep giving me that stupid thing.
What happened? What is that?
Or lemon juice. Alright, that unlocked that.
That eye.
You.
What?
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A book. I do not think. A book.
I'm not gonna waste my time with her telling me this time.
Yeah.
Because none of those things did anything.
A skull.
No!
I don't want. Date. I will unleash a furious.
God dang
A
it.
skull.
I was trying to do the damn
Minutes, Date.
check it, see what that does.
This skull reminds me of the one from before.
Didn't that one have a complete?
There is a small amount of blood flowing from the left eye.
What could that mean?
Perhaps it's your head.
What about my?
Let's break it open and see what's inside. A skull.
Dead. Whose skull was that?
Alright. It's on the switch. The pot.
It's a pot. It appears to be some kind.
Maybe a. S-
There is some kind.
Oh, I already got the stupid thing on me. God, this is so fucking annoying.
A pot with.
The red tinting does not help. That's like almost all my time to do that. I don't think that advanced anything last time.
It's Hitomi.
Oh shit, why did I pick the one?
Could you?
That advanced my time, nothing.
A pot with great.
Passed out. Did that do anything? Okay.
Who was that?
What do I do?
So we know about lock. Of course he went. So that's how her arm got killed. Or how she lost the nerves in her arm.
Stop right there.
Of course it's Boss. Oh, Boss is in with the mafia. I knew Boss was the friend, that's why she ain't showed up none.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and... So Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that,
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea. Not here. Where is she?
I didn't even notice the arcade game thing right there. Alright, hold on, let me see. Now this is the end, I mean...
What the hell is going on? What is going on? They told me it was shot by Roll to protect number 89?
Yep.
Boss. Why was Boss then? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must...
Why do you think she kept forcing you off this case?
Iva, can you hack...
I will try.
Oh, but it's a hamster on a wheel.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
So Sejima.
That's Boss's arm.
Why? Why?
Yeah, that's definitely Boss's body.
Boss?
Oh, that was the end. Oh, shit. Wow, it just ends. The boss just gets away. Wow, really? Classified. This is locked. To proceed, you must play through more of the story. Really? So hold on. Is this not this? So this must be the Annihilation one, and this is the full ending one. Huh. Well, damn. So Boss is a bad guy? Holy shit. Well, we'll see. I mean, wow. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it there. Don't mind me, I'm just mentally blown to that one. I would not have. I mean, they hinted at it, but I thought this was like not the final ending. I thought this was the final ending, but I guess I was wrong. But I will continue this later, and would you kindly go down there and leave a like, comment, and subscribe and all that other good stuff. And I will see you guys later. I am Ghost.